Welcome to another episode of Vet in a Van. So this episode is really just, we arrive in Gove and it's really just hanging out in Gove. So checking out some of the local areas. We head out to the Goanna Lagoon, which is just out of town, which is really cool. And we also just check out Macassans. Now we didn't camp there this time. I'll probably do a Macassans episode later. It was just really popping out there because the wind was blowing up southeasterlies. But anyway, yeah, just hanging out in Gove kind of episode. But we just come off, so we pick up from last episode where we came off the track. So the first thing we did was wash the van. Right, here we are, Gove Boat Club. So this is probably the primo spot to stay when you're coming up to Gove. If you have a look at the caravan, you'll notice that it's actually extremely clean. Now there is a reason for that, because we actually got here, how long ago did we get here?
2 weeks.
2 weeks ago. So we came to the boat club, we hung out with some mates for a few days, didn't do any filming, and then we went to the vet house, the council house, and we stayed there for 2 weeks and just organised, cleaned the car. But now we're here for 2 weeks. And it's rain, oh my God, the amount of rain that we had here, 303 mils in 24 hours, so that's a record for us. The place is a ghost town. It's a record for Gove. It was actually, it was the wettest place in the world.
24 hours.
And so it's actually really tricky to get up here at the moment. There's supposed to be 2 people coming tomorrow and 2 people coming the day after. Apparently one of them just phoned in before and said their car and van had jackknifed at Monoro's door. And so they're either getting towed back or but they're not coming up here anymore. They're going back. So you really got to treat this road with respect on the way up here, because it is a tough road. I think I said it earlier on, we averaged 30 k's an hour to get up here for 22 hours. So,
and then 10 k's an hour for the
10 k's an hour for the last day. It was mental. But I'm sure you would have seen the footage from that. I had blisters on my hands from holding the steering wheel so tight. Had the lockers in, just trying to stay on the road. But anyway, that aside, this is us, site number 9, best site on the block. Okay.
We'll let you know.
You felt fanfare. But anyway, we're going to park up and see you in a bit. And with that, we are set up. Starlink's up, awnings on a nice rain-friendly angle, because as much as I'd love to think it's going to be beautiful weather, probably won't be. Tanya is cleaning up the remnants of her thong. How long have you had those thongs for, Tans?
I bought them in Broome.
It's a sad day.
Maybe 2 summers ago.
2 summers ago. So Tanya gets 2 years out of a pair of thongs.
And my first pair of thongs I got 5 years out of.
5 years. I get about 3 months. 3 months before I've gone over a rock and plugged them. But anyway, that aside, Gove Boat Club. So we're in the corner spot. The boat club's over there, good food, everything else, $40 per night, irrespective of kids. Just you pay for the site, power, water. It's empty as empty, but there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 down one side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down this side here, and then 2, 4, 6, 8 in the middle. So add that up. That's how many sites there are. It's fully gated off, and obviously you turn around and there's the bay. So I might bring the boat around. I've got my boat up here. So we'll see what the weather's doing. May get out and have a fish and put some pots in. We had, when we were here last time, didn't get any footage of, or minimal footage. We put some pots around the other side of Ski Beach, but then we got on the beers and we went out at like midnight to check them, and they'd all been crocked. So we won't be doing that. But yeah, so we're here for 2 weeks now. And we're not going to be doing that much exciting stuff because I'm working and Tanya's working as well. But then we're off to Elcho Island. So it all depends on what the weather's doing. If the weather's good, I'll put the boat in, we'll have a fish. Otherwise, there could be a fair bit of sitting around here, catching up with friends. We'll see who comes up the track. Hopefully we'll get a few more people here. But with all the rain we've had, the track is just, it can be very dangerous. And, you know, a lot of cars have gone over, trailers slipped, as I said before. Some guys are arriving tomorrow have jackknifed their caravan. It's a real commitment to get up here, but once you get up here, it's pouring with rain, there's midges everywhere, and there's stingers in the water. So what more could you want? Don't forget the Crocs. No, as I was going to say before, you can't, well, you can swim here if you want. There's a croc trap. Well, it was here the other week, but they usually have a big croc trap up the top there, which keeps the crocs. Well, if they come in, they catch them.
Going off to swim in the sea.
There's crocs. There's baru. But you don't have to. It's not the crocs you have to worry about. It's those bloody little irukindji. So there's, depending on how the wind is, you get box jellyfish in here and you get irukindji. So they ease off around June, July, apparently. But it's still April now, still kind of coming off the shoulder of the wet season. So we probably won't be doing any swimming, not until we get over to Elcho, which is in 3 weeks' time, which is early May. Anyway, time to sit back and have a beer. I love it how they have no feeding crocs. I've only ever seen that here. Is this like, how silly do they think people are?
You never know.
And tell me that's not taking your hand off.
No, he's eating the little biscuits that he's feeding him. Like a cute little fluffy crocodile.
Yeah, of course.
I'm making a line we can't go past. It looks like a horn! Look, it looks like a buffalo horn! It looks
Small
like a
buffalo. It does.
It looks like
Do you know what that is?
What?
It's a mangrove seed.
mango seeds.
Mm-hmm.
I found it on the
Look at that for a glass out.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Sea urchin. Great colour.
Yeah.
How has the weather been over the last few days?
Wet, 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 and wet. You forgot
So this has been the first day that we've actually kind of been able to get it. We've been able to get out of the van and go for a bit of a walk where it hasn't been pouring with rain. They've had like just an incredible amount of rain, but hopefully the next few days, weather is looking better. Did you find?
Hook.
Love a good fish hook on the beach.
How do I get it off?
I'll cut it off. Yeah.
Ow.
So Eli's just managed to jump on. What did you do?
A full carton of milk.
Eli's, in his full glory, has decided to try and pop a random thing of milk.
I thought it was empty.
Yeah, and unleashed the smell that was so unholy. It was.
Oh, chill. Big one.
Anyway.
If you get it.
That's what happens when you sit your boat out. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to zoom in. But that is full of water and it's almost coming over the back there. Oh, it is. Well, it's been a lot of rain.
You can hold this.
Okay, so this is not something you see every day. This is not something you see every day at all. So just rewind the clock a little bit. Last week before last, we were at a house in town.
I found them in the sand.
And they had a sand pit. No one had been there for a while because it's the vet house, and there was a sand pit. And so Charlie was digging.
Eggs in it.
Charlie was digging through the sand pit, and he found eggs, the reptile eggs, probably about the size of a bit smaller than a quail egg. Anyway, so
One of them's hatched.
one of them's hatched. He popped them in his little bucket just here.
No, I
And-
didn't pop them.
Who put them in the bucket? No, not pop them, as in like put them in the bucket.
Yeah.
And I think one is hatching. I don't know. I'm going to get the other camera around. I'll see if I can have a look. But that one there seems to have broken out of its shell. So we're going to have a bit of a look.
Has
Now,
it already hatched?
I don't know. It's still in there, I think. I think it's trying to get out. But we've got to be careful because there could be snake eggs.
Until it starts
We're not sure. We're not sure if it's a lizard or a snake. So we're going to have a little, we're going to check.
Until it starts my head pops out.
So he's breathing still. We've put some ants in there for him. Because apparently, the Dr. Tanya said that ants are the go, insects are the go. But his little eyes aren't open yet, so... But I don't know if you can see him breathing there. Can you guys see him breathing?
Yep.
Yeah, so he's alive. And he just he gets up and runs around every now and again. But because he can't see anything... This is so cool. Anyway, Charlie Jr., look out. We're going to get a little habitat for Charlie Jr., see if we can keep him alive. A little tartar. We think it's a tartar.
Yeah. Well, it's probably actually a skink.
No, it's definitely not a skink. The eggs are too big. Okay, so scratch that. I reckon he's on his back because that little thing you can see there in the middle, I think that's still the egg sac attached to him. I think he's waiting for that to dry off so it can come off.
And then he can run around.
I'll have to get Tanya to confirm. So cool. There you go. So, there are two campsites that are close, really close to Nhulunbuy, and everything else is further away. One's Rainbow Cliffs, which is a really cool, nice campsite, but you can't really swim there because there's crocs and stingers and all that jazz. But the other one is Goanna Lagoon, which is a day trip area, but you can also camp there. So we're just going down for a one-nighter with some friends because it is they don't usually get crocs there. And you just, as long as you stay in the shallows, you're alright. But in the hot weather is a really good spot just to lie in the freshwater spring and just chill. So I think our afternoon will be spent soaking in fresh, beautiful spring, and then we're going to have some chicken and spin it up over the campfire. Sounds like a good Saturday session. See you then.
Everybody acts like drowning fish.
Getting your exercise in, mate. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Swimming. Just keep swimming. All right, so Goanna Lagoon. Goanna Lagoon. We did do, we did pretty much no filming. Because how many people were here yesterday, you reckon?
4 families.
4 families? Well, there was 4 families that stayed here. There was probably buddy
Oh, plus an extra
30 kids yesterday down at the creek. But yeah, so there's 3 sites. Site 3, this site here, is probably the best because they're all massive sites. They're all usual fire pits. It's about $50 a night, so it's not cheap. But the water is straight down there. So site 3 is the closest to the water. They've all got access, but this spot here is like absolutely primo. And yeah, so we had just here in site 3, we had just like the 4 families staying here, all on this site, just swags and whatnot. Because as with all the sites in Arnhem Land, you can't have caravans. You know, you can have camper trailers. There's just no toilets, no dual axles. But anyway, so we had I think we called up stumps at about 1 o'clock.
You did.
You did?
The boys did.
Yeah. Good girl. What time did you go to bed? About midnight?
Yeah, 12:30.
Tans went to bed for about 2 hours with Toby first. And then got up, had a second wind. It's like, you've been asleep for the last 3 hours.
It wasn't my fault.
Anyway, so yeah, Goanna Lagoon, it's a great little place. And it's like 20 minutes from town. So as I was saying on the way in, it's got Goanna Lagoon and Rainbow are the 2 main ones. They're day trip areas as well, but good to come out nice and close for a camp. And you take it for granted when you're up here that there's just so many amazing places so close. Anyway, we're going to go home and chill. All right, boys. So, having some lunch. And where's Mummy?
In Sydney.
Mummy is on a junket in Sydney. So, what does that mean?
Only boys time.
Boys time. What are we doing?
We're eating salmon and salami.
We're going to go fishing, aren't we?
Yeah.
So
We're just driving around and joyriding.
Yeah, we've got the boats in the water, so I've got everything going again. So she's been up here high and dry for I don't know, 6 months thereabouts. But it's all good now. So back in the water. So we're going to take it for a bit of a burn, maybe even catch some fish, maybe. And if we do get some fish, we might put some crab pots in. We'll see how we go. But anyway, that's our afternoon. All right, rods are ready there. I think we're good to go. What do you reckon?
Yep.
Good to go.
It's so hot.
So this is what's there's one of the really good things about Gove Boat Club is like the campsite is literally right there, and you can just you can either pop your boat down on the boat ramp, which is a fee if you want to do that, or you just beach it, anchor it up. The tide, it's a pretty steep incline here, so you can just run your boat in. I mean, this is 5.2 and no dramas, so anything bigger might be a bit of a stretch. But anyway, sunscreen's on, we're good to go. Been roasting out here getting ready, but I think we are good to go. So how did fishing go?
We kind of didn't watch.
Yeah, fishing was, I made a promise to the boys that if we get out there and it's choppy, we'll just turn around and go back. So
It was fully choppy.
we went out to one mark, and then like the clouds started rolling over and the wind picked up and it started getting choppy, and so we fished for about 5 minutes. Charlie got some bites. Did you get some bites?
Wave bites.
Wave bites. So yeah, so it's not fun if it's windy, and we've got a lot of fishing ahead of us over the next like 5 months or 3 months. So it's back to the van. Eli's done the dishes because he's a little legend and he's trying to earn Roblox. Charlie's vacuumed, Toby's in the shower, and we are going to play Unstable Unicorns.
I tripped over a ball and hurt my wrist this morning.
Eli's tripped over his balls.
Our ball. Our ball.
Our ball.
Stop recording. I'm naked.
Oh, Toby's naked. All right, so we're going to play some Unstable Unicorns and then just chill out, and we'll try again tomorrow. So take 2 on the fishing front. We've come out a bit early this time. Tanya's back, and we're just going to have a bit of a fish. Say hello. Charlie got onto something before, but he got away. Look at him, the evil fisherman that he is. So we'll see if we can get something. Let him go. What's he got? What's he got?
Oh, fishy.
Oh. Look at this guy, eh? Look at this guy. Nice work, my man. Little perch. We'll pop him back. Oh, she's on again.
It was only 5 minutes as long.
Oh, this guy, eh? There you go.
That's a good size.
He's alright. Good, eh? Nice work, my man. Gotta wind it down, Charlie. Try and keep the tip. Don't drop the rod.
Charlie's been
Good job.
catching fish.
There he goes, bring him
Oh,
up.
that's a good one.
That's a good one. Bring him up.
This is a good one.
Oh, little cod.
Yeah.
There we go. How you feeling, Tons?
Sick.
Motion in the ocean.
I'm feeling great.
Good on you, my man.
That's how I spend most of my time up there where it's just windy.
Yeah, nice.
And it feels nice.
Nice. All right. Good morning. We are out and about. So there is a plan. There's a plan for today. There's a plan. We have a plan. The plan is that we're going to head out to Macassan's, which is sort of a beach out heading towards like Little Bondi and Turtle Beach and all that kind of stuff. We're not going to Little Bondi, we're going to Macassan's, aptly named after the Macassans, which are the former Indonesians, which have been visiting these shores for hundreds and hundreds of years. But anyway, the idea is that we're going to try and get some squid off the rocks at the beach and maybe get some crabs and see if we can do a bit of rock fishing. So that is the idea. Now that being said, there's been a lot of rain out on the track. So there is every chance we're not going to be able to get out there. But that being said, either way it will be fun. We've got Sarah and Glenn, some friends of ours that are coming with us. So we'll have a backer when we're actually on the track. And yeah, we'll see how we go. When you are heading out exploring in the Nhulunbuy region, just out of town on the way back out to the airport is this sign here. And I'll tell you what, it will be your best friend because it'll save you a whole bunch of pain when you're doing the hour drive out places, because it references everything that's open and everything that's closed. Now that being said, I don't think we can get out to Little Bondi, but we'll see how we go. As at what are we in, May 2023, if you try any kind of Google Maps or anything like that to get out to Little Bondi, Turtle Beach and Macassan's, it's going to send you up the garden path because they've blocked off all of the old roads and they've put in a new road and none of the sat navs have got it yet. So what you want to do is you want to go past, if you're heading out of town, you want to go past all of the places that it's going to try and tell you to go to Little Bondi until you get to the Delaware Bay Road. And then once you get to the Delaware Bay Road, you turn down that and you'll see this little sign, which as you can see, has all of the places that we're hoping we can get to. Now that being said, it's supposedly pretty boggy up there, but it'll be fun nonetheless. So most of the road is a highway, except for what looks to be this one little bit, which is just muddy filth. Get a load of this.
Oh my god, it's so...
Kanika, the bike lock's seized up on the Max tracks.
Johnson WD-40?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I'll get some.
Thanks, mate.
So if you have a look at these ruts here, it's looking pretty good. We're just gonna do a bit of track building, and should be able to get through. But the friends of ours are saying that a few people have been bogged here over the last couple of days, so hopefully that won't be us. Well, I reckon there's been a few exciting times over here. check this out. Yeah, I reckon this is definitely not the track you want to take. So, judging by the shovel and digging point through there, someone has had an afternoon of pain in that spot right there. All right, hopefully that won't be us, but we'll see. All good. Yes, it's tight and you're trying to get up. It's all right, yeah, you're right. Stop. Slowly. Stop. Yeah, you're back up. You're still just on the corner here. Keep going. Keep going. Stop. Jump out and have a look, man. All right, that was our random act of kindness for the day. These guys are all through. And hopefully it doesn't puck it down rain, otherwise getting back's going to be fun. But I think this is the only bad bit, so we'll just take it nice and easy. I'm not even going to let the tyres down, but I will put it in low range, put the rear diff lockers on. Should just be a straight line. Unless I do something stupid, we should be fine. I just jinxed us, didn't I? I think I just jinxed us. Summary of Macassans, if you want to know. 3 campsites, 2 close together, 1 a bit further away. Campsite 1, which is right here. They've all got fire pits and these little table things, those things. Campsite 1, it's close to the road and is the only one that is a grassy site, and it's the one that's got the Insta swing down there that everyone loves to take their beautiful shots of when it's not blowing 30 knots southeasterlies. So if you have a camper trailer, campsite 1's probably where you want to be because it's flat and it's grassy. So yeah, all the other ones you might have a bit of, not too bad. But then campsite 2, if you're coming with friends or whatever, book campsite 1 and 2 because they're nice and close. We're just chilling down at campsite 2 down here, and so it's not that level, but you know, rooftop and swag and stuff like that. Like we got campsite 2 booked at the moment. Probably not going to stay the night here though because and the weather's going to be a bit shitty, so we'll get blown away here. And then campsite 3 is a bit further away. That's got a little rope swing as well, and it's on the sand, so it's a bit more sandy. But the good thing about the campsite 2 and 3 is you got your fire pits right on the beach, so you can literally just kick back, get your fire and look out over the ocean when it's not blowing a gale like it's blowing now. So if you come out to Macassan Beach, there's the Instagram worthy shot that must be taken, and we'll probably take it, but it's blowing a bloody gale. So I don't know how we can hear it, but hang on, I'll get the Canon out, I'll do some recording, I'll put it to some cinematic B-roll and see if you can tell me whether the weather is junk.